Imagine waking up one night to a knock on your door from a law enforcement officer, and he or she is waiting to tell you that one of your family members has been killed in a drunk driving accident. Well, according to the National Highway Traffic Safety Association, this was the case for 9,967 families in 2014. Any alcohol-related accident is one that can be prevented. Too many people continue to make the poor choice of getting behind the wheel of a car after a long night of drinking. Just this past week, a drunk driver killed a family friend of ours, leaving an 18-year-old boy and a 21-year-old girl without a mother, subsequently leaving them to live on their own. Drunk driving is a major risk to you, the passengers in the car, and the people whom you share the road with. We need to increase awareness about the economic and social risks behind drinking and driving, and we need to help strengthen DUI and DWI laws in both Minnesota and across the nation. Today I'm going to talk to you about the problem of drinking and driving and how it impacts all of us. I will also discuss possible solutions that can help prevent thousands of deaths on a yearly basis. Next time you get behind the wheel of a car after a long night of drinking, think twice about what you are doing. When you decide to drink and drive, you are putting everyone on the road's life at risk, including yours. There are many economic and social issues that arise when someone is injured or killed in an accident. According to a report done by the National Highway Traffic Safety Association, or the NHTSA, approximately 32,000 people were injured or killed in a motor vehicle accident in 2014. Nearly a third of those involved a driver with a blood alcohol content over 0.08. The estimated cost for all motor vehicle accidents in 2010, which was the last time this stat was recorded, was $242 billion. Nearly $50 billion came from alcohol-impaired accidents. These costs include workplace loss, legal and court expenses, medical costs, and property damage. The reason I share this statistic is because our age group is most affected by this problem. According to the CDC, the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, among drivers with the blood alcohol content of 0.08 or greater involved in fatal crashes, 3 out of every 10 people fall in between the ages of 21 and 24 years old. Young people have become so numb to the negative effects that come with drinking and driving because nobody ever thinks it can happen to them, or they will get caught. The Office of Traffic Safety stated in the Minnesota Impaired Driving Facts of 2014 that 20 to 34-year-olds accounted for nearly 54% of all alcohol-impaired driving accidents in Minnesota in 2014, with economic costs of roughly $300 million. This is a nationwide issue that costs the economy billions of dollars in lost human capital every year. This is an issue that starts with the current laws that are in place around drinking and driving. We do not have strict enough laws regarding drinking and driving, and this is why we see such a high number of alcohol-related accidents on a yearly basis. The laws regarding drinking and driving throughout the United States right now are just plain weak. In the Brooklyn Law Review, in a study done by Hain Online, it states that an individual who drinks and drives will do so roughly 80 times before he or she gets arrested for a DWI. Given the low probability of being caught, there is very little incentive for these people to stop what they are doing. This fact is illustrated by the statistic that 1 in 3 drivers arrested for DWI will be arrested again sometime in the future. There are current laws in place to scare people from drinking and driving, and those laws include jail time, fines, ignition interlock, and revoked license. I think all these laws are great laws to have, however, I do not think they're being enforced in the right way. According to the CDC, certain states have been starting to research new ways to help prevent drinking and driving. These ways include lowering the legal BAC threshold to 0.05%, mandatory blood alcohol testing in crashes that result in injury, and mandatory ignition interlock after the first offense. In the same study done by the CDC, they found that when installed, ignition interlocks are associated with 70% reduction in rearrest for impaired driving. So this stat is what leads me to believe that all states should require ignition interlock after a first-time offense. These are all possible solutions that local law enforcement and the government have to work together to implement to make the roads a safer place. Simple solutions in which we can work and take action on are always designate a sober driver, don't let friends drive impaired, call a taxi, and to put it bluntly, just don't be stupid. A drunk driving accident is something that can happen to anyone. You never know when you may be hit head-on by an impaired driver. We need to become more aware of the risks associated with drunk driving and also encourage local law enforcement to make penalties harsher for those who commit this crime. This is an issue that may never 100% be solved, but if we can encourage those around us to be smarter in their decision making, we can slowly make the roads a safer place. We all have to take action and remember that a designated driver helps you party another day. So make the smart choice, and next time you're out, plan a sober ride. Thank you.